Hello everyone, in this video we will be discussing about lung volumes, lung capacities and flow volume loops. So coming to the lung volumes, tidal volume is air inhaled or exhaled during quiet breathing. So this is the tidal volume. During quiet breathing we will have tidal volume, a normal inspiration and normal expiration. Next, inspiratory reserve volume. The maximum amount of air we can inspire after normal inspiration is inspiratory reserve volume, and the maximum amount of air which we can expire after normal respiration is expiratory reserve volume. And the amount of air which is left out after maximum expiration is residual volume. So coming to the capacities, so inspiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume is inspiratory capacity, and expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume is functional residual capacity. So all the volumes except the residual volume is vital capacity, that is inspiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume. And if we will combine this vital capacity and residual volume, it is total lung capacity. So coming to the flow volume loops, this is most important because whenever we do lung function test, that is respiratory function, we will do spirometry. So then we will see a curve like this. So this is the point of starting point of expiration, and this is the starting point of inspiration. So whenever a person will start expire, the lungs will be completely filled. So the capacity here is total lung capacity. So whenever the person starts to expire, the lungs are full. So there will be exhalation with maximum effort. So there will be rapid rise in the flow rate. So this is peak expiratory flow rate. And then after the peak expiratory flow rate, what will happen? The lung volumes will reduce. So then comes the forced expiratory flow. This is at 25% of volume, this is at 50% of lung volume and 75% of lung volume. Here there will be gentle slope downwards. And then starts the inspiration. So whenever there is so the starting point of inspiration is the residual volume. So here the curve will be smooth because the curve will be smooth and rounded because the muscles will draw the air steadily. That's why there will be smooth curve. So let's coming to the variabilities in this flow volume loops. So first one is extrathoracic obstruction. When there is variable extrathoracic obstruction, there will be negative pressure which is collapsing the upper airway. Like this is seen in cases like vocal cord palsies and also in certain tumors. So what happens is the expiration will be normal, but the inspiration will get flattened. There will be hampering of the inspiration. So we will see flattened inspiratory curve. And next coming to the variable intrathoracic obstruction. Here there will be reverse. The inspiration will be normal, but there will be positive pressure during expiration which is causing collapsing of the trachea. So the expiratory curve will be flattened. So in case of fixed obstruction like tracheal stenosis, both the inspiratory and expiratory curves will be flattened. Next is early airflow obstruction. This is the most important we have to know. In cases of early COPD, the thing we have to see is the forced expiratory flow rate from 25% of lung volume to 75% of lung volumes, because it shows the smaller airway functionality. So whenever in cases of early COPD, this will be reduced and showing a concave upward or scooped out, early scooped out shape. In cases of completely developed COPD, we will see a much more evident scooped out curve with left shift, that is obstructive condition. In restrictive conditions, we will see a right shift with decrease in the lung volume. So coming to the pathophysiology, so in normal curve there will be balanced elastic airway recoil and elastic and airway resistance. So there we can see a sharp peak of expiration and a smooth curve in the inspiration. So next coming to the obstructive diseases like COPD. In early conditions, we will see a scooped out expiratory curve and due to decrease in the flow rate, and in evident cases we will see much more evident scooped out curve. So this occurs because of decrease in the air caliber due to bronchoconstriction or inflammation or mucus. This causes increase in the resistance during expiration in the smaller airways. Next coming to restrictive airway diseases like fibrosis and ARDS. Here the lung compliance itself is decreased. So there will be decrease in the lung expansion and lung volumes. There will be rapid but shallow expiration. So the loop will be small, narrow, and flows can be preserved here. Next, fixed upper airway obstruction. There will be constant obstruction in both inspiration and expiration, like in tracheal stenosis. So we'll see flattened plateau in both the limbs. In variable extrathoracic obstruction, the airway will collapse during inspiration. That's why flattening of the inspiratory limb. In variable intrathoracic obstruction, there will be collapsing during expiration. So expiratory limb will be flattened. In small airway diseases like in early COPD, the FEF 25% to 75%. Lung volumes will be this flow rate will be decreased. So we'll be seeing scooped out curve like this in this phenomena. So we can remember like easy mnemonic. In extrathoracic, inspiratory limb will be flattened, and intrathoracic expiratory limb will be flattened.